Hello, everybody. We're here. Hello, Shuri. Hello, Cyclone. Hello, Noodle. Hello, Beeb. How's it going? We're here. Beef. Hello, Beef. We have a new emote again. A very nice new animated emote. How are you guys doing? Ah, yes. I love one that says message in front of my message. Thank you for clarifying. What the hell? All right.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Hello.
Let's see.
Nobody speaks Spanish.
Why
Speak
should
for
we?
yourself, I do.
Oh wait, that's right. Extinction does. I'm dumb.
Yeah, I do not.
I speak like menu. I picked up a little bit working with a bunch of Mexican ladies.
Yeah, no Mexican restaurants anywhere near me.
Probably because most of the Germans would burst into flames if we put cayenne in something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I make fun of it myself.
So, I mean, I'm not talking too much. I love spicy, but I mean, you know about my roommate that thought bell peppers were way too hot to handle.
My mom.
Yeah, the Caucasian curse. Not capsation.
Yeah. Oh, it's something. Um, is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay. Um, since we were like in Yanner's room right now,
Yes.
Aiden will just tell everyone to ask what they like were wanting for a second. And he's gonna use the like contact stone to Bahamut in like a corner and just ask for like a quick talk with him.
Fair enough. We'll get the Bahamut thing first then, because don't want to be number dumped, then have to think. So
Yeah, that's completely fine.
so you kind of go off into a quiet corner and rub the stone. And you feel the familiar, presence in your head.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, would you have a minute for a quick talk, little audience? It's about something fairly important, I'd say.
As long as it's quick, yes.
I would hope so, yes. And
What's your okay? Give me a perception check real quick.
yeah, not Ryoko. Oh
Yeah, I
god.
have to flip flop to remember who in the hell has like the supreme perceptions. Okay, yeah. As far as you know, everything's good. So
Need. Um, as long as he lets
That's
me.
a good start for a game.
Yeah, it's typical.
always the best.
If he lets me like talk with him, I'm gonna basically just elaborate that we've been in quite a competition with both the well, is it Templar? Is that the right word of what's her face? I forgot her name right now. Shit, the Tiamat. Is Templar the right word?
Templar would work for that. She's still a paladin, but Templars are definitely a fitting word for that.
Okay. In a second, Beef.
That's basically what all Templars are.
Yeah. He would ask to since we're competing with that as well as we're going to try and uncover whatever's going on with the chocolatier, and everything's been really rough, that he'll hold out a sword. It would be really nice of you to support us a little bit, because this is a quest against evil after all, and I am fighting in your name.
Oh, we're laying on the guilt on the god, are we?
Got to do it.
Well, he's not been very supporting in a lot of regards.
Well, you never asked him why, did you?
Yeah, no. But
And so you're wanting to see if we can get an upgrade to the
yeah, like basically
platinum touch. There we go.
make the like sword like compete with the hammer a bit.
That is going to be really hard. Mind you, it would still be in
like
An attunement,
mostly,
which is a bit harder on you.
yeah,
No, it does not require attunement
no,
currently.
like honestly, the mostly what he cares about is maybe getting it like a D4 or so stronger. Just have the radiant and be like a little bit of flavor for paladin, since like having a random hammer outmatch like the god weapon is a
Well,
little odd.
to be fair, I mean, it is a really broken fucking hammer, considering it
It
deals
is.
double weapon and double elemental damage.
Yeah, the
so,
hammer is really good.
so as for the plus, he can definitely add an extra D6 radiant. That is not an issue. So you feel the sword kind of glow for a minute, and it seems to glow a lot brighter. I
Uh
will double the undead bonus as well. So now it can deal 2d6 to fiends and undead. There we go. And for the moment, yeah, it's still not attunement required. So you can switch between them.
okay.
Now, if you're wanting to ask more, let me know and we can try to hash it out. But yeah, a definite 1d6 boost is not going to break anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what he basically would want is to make it basically match the hammer, but well, like with radiant
Well,
instead.
the hammer does 2d6 cold.
Yeah, and the 2d6
So,
extra bludgeoning.
right. And the sword has a +2 bonus. The extra d6. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, I like he'd be fine if it was possible to remove like the to turn it to like a +1 like the hammer too. Like he doesn't really
He's
care
willing to
too
cut a
much.
deal for you.
Okay.
He can either make it into a +3 weapon with the possibility of getting it even higher magic bonus, or he can make it into an extra d6 or whatever the longsword deals damage. I think it's a d8, isn't it? My
I
brain has
think
completely farted for a second.
I don't remember. Let's
I
see.
think longswords deal d8.
That's not what I wanted to do.
That's the attack
It's a
roll.
D8.
Okay, that's what I thought. And it's
Mm,
d10 if you two-hand it. Which you wear a shield, so I don't think you're going to two-hand it too often.
yeah, no. Um
So he gives you that choice.
uh
A better guarantee to hit or more damage if you do hit.
it probably would be best to continue going with the hammer then.
Well, like you said, he'd match it up on. It's
Oh,
just he would drop it to a +1 bonus instead of a
oh,
+2,
he
or
matched
he
up.
could make it into a +3. Yeah, it's one or the other he's offering.
Oh, then I'll take the like +1 to and match it with
Okay.
extra D6 on top.
Well, it'll be a D8
Oh, yeah, my bad.
since it's the longsword damage as again, so it will be slightly better than your hammer because of that.
Okay. Yeah, like
Mm,
I
Damage,
mean, imagine like a paladin running around with
14.
like this holy sword. It's like, I found this hammer in a store.
To be fair, I mean,
I mean, it's kind
it
of
is
funny.
made from, yeah, I mean, it's a little hilarious, but I mean, most people just go, oh, it's a trophy of his battles against evil,
That's
considering it's a
true.
white dragon, claw at that
That
point.
I didn't kill, but it's all good.
Shh.
No one has to know.
No one knows. They're just going to assume you're a paladin. Okay, let me re-update you. It might take a minute, but we now have. I'm going to
Why would
also.
you kill a white dragon as a paladin? They are pretty
Maybe
nice.
it's a very
They are good
corrupted, evil
alignment.
white
White
dragon.
dragons?
Like they are usually one of the most peaceful ones from the
Oh
chromatic
yeah.
ones
I mean, I was like saying
compared to red
good.
ones.
Oh yeah. Well, fuck. Everything's good compared to a red dragon, though.
Or red.
Like yeah, silver is the one
Oh,
that's
drag.
good, but white is the best from the normal ones that you
Yeah.
usually see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they are peaceful and not gonna attack you
Generally, don't
without no
attack you
reason.
without a. Yeah.
This
They're a bit dumb though for a dragon.
this one was adopted by a red dragon and was taken in and raised evilly.
Raised as a to be slaughtered and sold off for parts later.
Yum. Hello Bleach and hello Inferno.
It's like
Hello
fair.
Snolds.
Let's just say that.
Basically, it's the dragon equivalent of human trafficking.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Bell peppers are spicier than salt. They
So
are
let's
spicier than
stop
salt.
that then. It has now been updated.
All right.
Hopefully, it'll update on your end sooner rather than later. But
It'll be
yes,
fine.
there we go.
Oh,
the
it's
Platinum
already.
Touch EX.
Yeah, it sounds
Adam
like
Game, I
Mega
do have
Man.
to ask the question: if we're gonna make that theory canon, does that mean we can actually find the black market of pets?
I mean, it is a thing. It's just hard and very, very expensive.
Oh boy.
Dragons know the price that they go for on the market, and they're definitely going to inflate those prices.
Yeah.
Especially under the whole, well, I raised this white dragon from a whelpling, and that takes some time.
Not
Oh
me gonna
God,
try to see
Bleach.
if I can find aid in a second Freya.
It's like, since when are you not trying to get in trouble?
Yeah. Cleric
So,
suddenly ignites a city in fire with a dragon.
do give me a insight check there, Aiden.
All right.
Okay, yeah. You're just overjoyed that your sword is extra glowy now, and it seems to have an extra heft to it.
Okay.
So, anything else you wish to ask of your god?
I'm going to thank him for helping us beat down the evil. I guess the
You
only
kinda-
other thing he would say is like, do you know anything about the cave systems below Silverfrost that was mentioned?
There's hundreds of them, so you'd have to narrow it down.
That's
And my
fair.
attention, unfortunately, is elsewhere at the moment.
You're all right, but yeah, definitely gonna try to take down this evil that's causing a lot of harm.
Well, that's good. If you keep it up, we might have. I'll leave you the pamphlet, and you feel the connection kind of cut off, and you realize there's a piece of paper in your hand.
Okay, I'll read it while going out of the
It,
corner.
yeah, it's pretty short. It's very decorative. It has a very pretty platinum dragon on the cover, and it just says the Platinum Dragon Initiative. You too can join our ranks.
Okay.
I just imagine Aiden in a corner, like super shady,
Oh
being
yeah,
like
it's like
he's a giant fucking
oh yeah,
dragonborn
in
reading like a
Groy.
tiny note, like.
Yeah, it's an itty bitty human size. It's almost like a post-it card, almost a post-it.
Wait,
I
Paladin
forgot
goes
the name.
shady mode.
Those fucking gift post. Oh God, what are they called? Postcards. There we go. Postcard.
oh wait, so
Jesus.
does it only do 4d6 against undead and fiends now?
It does 46 against undead and fiends. It always did double damage against undead and fiends. What god do you even worship, Nephro? You are your god you worship. You're like the most narcissistic cleric in the world.
kind of the thing. Kind of the reason.
Hey, me, you mind giving me a hand?
Crickets.
Oh, Lord.
But it would not quite match the hammer then, would it?
Levy's the crickets.
It's better than the hammer because the hammer does 2d6 cold, 2d6 bludgeoning. If I remember right.
But
The sword does 2d6 radiant, 46 radiant versus fiends or undead, and 2d8 slashing.
Oh, okay.
So it
But
is slightly better.
yeah, okay.
Follow!
I was just wondering because the hammer does like its base damage as well, which is like an extra d8 or something, right?
It does, yeah. It's like what I forget what the exact damage is, but the longsword's going to slightly up it. Okay, it does 2d6 and 2d6. That's what the hammer does.
And a d8.
Where's it get the? Oh, that's because we added the d8 on there. I forgot. Wait,
It's because
yeah,
of the
we
base.
enchanted it.
No, it's the base.
Oh
Like-
no, it has 3 radiant.
No,
That
the
extra D8
radiant
is-
the radiant is from my level up. I do
Oh,
an
is
extra
it?
dice radiant now for every attack. It's like a
Ah, okay, so
imbued
it's
smite.
equal to the hammer then.
But is it?
Yeah, because longswords deal d8s.
Okay,
But when
but that's what like.
is it ready yet? Because when Aiden
It is gonna say-
rolled for damage, it didn't
Yeah,
add
it may
the
not have updated
thing.
the second
Yeah.
part yet.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because
That's
on
quite
my sheet it has the 2d6, 1d8, so it just has not updated correctly on that end.
But
Weird
okay,
that it updated everything else first, but not the damage. I promise you, it is the match of the hammer. Where are you getting the extra d4?
no, 4d6. The hammer does 2d6 bludgeoning as like it's treated like elemental, like it's extra on top of the
Right.
d8.
2d6 cold, 2d8 bludgeoning. That's why I was confused why you have a 46 there.
No,
Yeah.
because it is 1d8 bludgeoning plus 2d6 bludgeoning plus 2d6 cold. It's two separate bludgeoning rolls.
Right. 2d8. The sword's gonna. Okay.
No,
Look at the dice it rolls when it rolls it
yes.
are 2d8s for bludgeoning. We're leaving out your radiant d8 since that's an ability, and then 2d6 cold.
Oh, why does it? Because the description says it does
Yeah, the description's all kinds of buggered because I
2d6
can't
extra
alter it at all.
because then
So
the
it
description of the hammer is wrong in general because the
yeah, like I
description.
said, that was something I imported. That's not something I made, so I cannot change that one.
Oh, okay.
So it is, like I said, the dice it rolls on them
Yeah.
is 2d8 bludgeoning, 2d6 cold.
Okay.
So, and once D&D Beyond gets its fucking head out of its ass, it will add the radiant damage to the.
Okay.
Right? Because
Yeah,
I could send you a screenshot. It's got 2d6 radiant,
yeah, it's all
2d8
good.
slashing.
I
So
I was just because the hammer description was entirely different. That's
yeah,
why.
the hammer description is absolutely fuckered. That's why I
Yeah,
didn't understand
okay.
what the fuck it did when I imported it.
That's why I was wondering because it like the hammer with its description would do more technically, but that's not how we
Yeah,
have it.
it's
Okay.
just badly, horribly worded.
All right.
Because I
There
thought
you go.
originally it was 2d6, 2d6. That's why I brought it in, not 2d8, 2d6.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I thought it was like longsword damage plus the cold, not double hammer damage. So,
Yeah.
but because that's one I imported and brought in, I can't alter it in any way. I
Yeah.
can't fix the description.
That's all
so,
good.
yeah, I'm sorry that
No,
that thing is
it's
causing
fine.
such a pain in the
I was
ass,
just
but
confused because of the description. So
yeah, it's understandable. Like I said, hopefully D&D Beyond pulls its head out of its ass and adds the extra radiant damage to your sword. I don't know why it's being all finicky about that right now. But I promise you that one is good to go as soon as it gets its head out of its ass.
Yeah, and I doubt we are gonna fight today. Maybe
Yeah.
not. Hopefully.
Probably not unless you guys do something completely insane.
That's why
which,
I'm saying hopefully.
yeah.
Hopefully.
So wait, was this right then
Hopefully.
for the formula?
Yes, that's the correct formula.
Okay.
Like I said, it is on par with the hammer, but it will do additional damage
Okay,
to
good.
undead and fiends.
All right, then the hammer description just confused the shit out of me there.
Oh yeah, like I said, I had to read it
Yeah.
multiple fucking times and then dig into the coding to see what it actually fucking did.
Yeah.
So
Expecting
whoever made that didn't know how to describe things well.
D&D Beyond to get its head out of its ass as if it would ever. Yeah, no.
Oh, I know. I don't have high hopes, but
I agree, Bleach. No extra
eventually
radiant
it'll
bleed.
work its head up its ass far enough that it'll come back
Ostrich,
out
how's
the
it
other way
going?
and finally update Aiden.
Yeah.
So
All right. So he'll just return to everyone like standing around Yanners. I don't know if they have already started like talking in the meantime about what
I'm
they
assuming they did while you were doing
Yeah.
your Bahamut talk, and
So I'll
you
ask
do
for
come to Nanner's kind of giving you a dirty look that you enchanted your own sword in his holy land.
Again. No, that was Pluma last
Yeah.
time. Okay,
That's what
okay.
Shpyke did, yeah.
So
It has happened 2 times now for Punra.
he is not happy about that part. He's just kind of glaring at you the whole time you come back, Aiden, because he saw you kind of hold up the sword. He's like, "Fuck!" He magicked it.
I didn't.
asshole.
No. It's all good. It's just I have like this thing where I like paladin. Like I'm stronger than before. I just
He
Just the
he
paladin
pointedly
aura.
ignores you and talks to the others.
it's technically true even.
I mean, you're not lying, but that
Yeah.
doesn't stop
Yeah.
you. That's a lot of money that went down the fucking drain.
He'll go to Ray guy and just ask how much the hammer would sell for, if possible.
His eyes fucking almost pop out of his head with that thing. Because he knows it's worth a lot of goddamn money.
Yeah. I remember when we bought it, like I had to have people chip in.
Yeah, it was quite a bit because the non-attunement stat.
Yeah.
If it was attunement, wouldn't have been half as much probably, but the non-attunement shit makes it absolutely busted.
How are you doing, Ostrich?
So,
hope you're doing good. Hell yes, no.
He seems to be going through like an internal dilemma. It's like if you want, give me an insight check real quick.
I'm not good at those. We just learned. Oh, that's disadvantage.
That's better. I don't know why you rolled at disadvantage. We'll take the 12 though. So
no, 11 is right since the first roll.
Okay, so it's like he's just conflicted with himself. You can tell that he wants to make a fucking killing off this, but he knows that you're acquainted with some of his best friends he has.
Please, sir.
He kind of gives you a look. You don't have to orphan me. I'm going to give you a fair price. I'm just fighting my inner merchant. Oh. Where did you even get this?
We bought it.
Of what? Like a strange old lady in a shop that disappears after midnight?
Sort of, except the only true part is the shop, but it doesn't disappear.
Right. He kind of just holds the bridge of his nose for a second. Look, this thing's worth a fortune, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I can actually pass it on. This thing... Oh. Do you want cash or items?
How much cash are we talking? Because
I can offer you 200,000 off the top.
Is that gold or plat?
Gold.
Is it
He's
plat?
not offering that much platinum. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm just gonna give you a kingdom real quick. Fully furnished with staff.
Aiden goes from broke to rich.
I'm retiring, guys.
I would say Aiden will take the money and like pay, like we have the 20,000 credit from Golden Sands, and he'll just add 100,000 of that money to that for everybody's items.
That works.
Oh.
So
So
if you tell that to Ray Guy, he gives you half of it in hard cash and the rest in the give this to Nanner sort of thing. That way he doesn't have to pack up all this gold just to give it back.
yeah, that works.
He's like, whatever he doesn't use, I'll still pay the difference, but that's a lot for me to carry around, and I'd rather not gather it up twice.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but
That's what he gets from the main, like, daily base.
But that's...
Yes, but you've seen him. He's got Rax arms.
At least...
He lets his wife carry most of it. He doesn't want to pick it up.
At least this way we can all get some better things, like, instead of, like, the 20,000 credit bonus.
The woes of being royalty.
And he'll go back to the others. He will let everybody know that there's 120,000 credit available now instead.
Yeah, Nanners gives that a dirty look too, because you said another one of his least favorite words: credit.
It's paid for already. It's money you get.
Literally.
He's still not talking to you, Aiden, so he turns to Lem instead and goes, I don't like this lizard.
He will tell everyone to... We should probably
just confused.
make sure we divide the money a bit among everybody.
But, so, you did find that tuna, by the way, Borb. It's not hard to find a fresh tuna. 5 silver for an entire brand new giant-ass bluefin tuna.
Nice.
An extra silver if you want it gutted, but...
I forgot if he prefers that, but I think I'll just bring him the whole fish.
Fair enough. He does seem a little bit more inclined to talk to you, Borb, with a friendly manner.
Aww.
I will resend this, but I request these.
Yeah, we have very different items.
God.
I'm checking
He's an
one
enchanter, not a seller.
Dang it.
Keep that in mind. He's not going to have stock on hand.
Ray Guy is
Ray Guy is the selling you stuff variety. Nyanners is the making stuff better variety.
But it's still the
Usually
same
the-
shop, so
Can I
Yeah.
get my quarterstaff enchanted with something?
Probably.
Yes. It just depends on what you want.
What are the limits? Out of game. I'm actually curious.
Money is the limit. And a couple other things, but right now you will not hit a limit on an unenchanted staff with the money you have, even if you
I
use
want to
all of
smack.
it.
I want to smack somebody and then do inflict wounds. That's what I want to do.
So you want to cast inflict wounds so many times a day?
No, I want to be able to put it on my quarterstaff, so whoever I
Well,
smack.
I
gets
got
inflict
that,
wounds.
but having it do it every single time.
Oh, it
Is
has
that
to
what
be
you're?
every time it's used.
Well, I mean, if you hit, there's the choice of how many per day, which you can. What, kiddo? Yes, get a snack. Do you not have any applesauce left?
Applesauce.
If not, I can cut you another apple, kiddo. You good? We'll get some more later. You're good for now, though. Go grab one. Okay, sorry about that. Right, back to the explanation. We have a couple choices for that. Let me double check how much fucking the base spell does off the top of my head. Because there's all kinds of options. Okay. 3d10. Yeah, that's going to be a so many per day sort of thing. Which we can still up the spell level, but
Hey,
it's going to be
Aaron.
limited to X amount per day. And it'd be a free action to activate it to where if you hit something and you don't want to inflict wounds, you just hit it with a stick.
What's the best apple for consuming raw?
But
Pink
3d10
lady.
every single fucking hit is a little bonkers. So, what are we talking, Nephro? What are we wanting? Oh, Dex boost this amulet health. Okay.
I just wrote that there because it's not gonna disappear then.
Yes, I am
it's a simple
totally
thing,
okay
so
with
you
that.
can
Yeah.
go forward with Nephros thing first.
Yeah, I'm always happy when you guys put
I was
things
gonna
in
say,
text.
I'm also writing mine out right now.
I figured. Nephro, you still there, man?
My question, I don't mind depending on even if it's like once or twice, as long as it doesn't waste me a spell slot. Just having inflict wounds helps.
Okay. I mean, let's see. We've got where the hell is that particular thing? Give me a sec. Here we go. Charges by day. Okay. What the? Oh, god damn it. My thing is kind of weirdly worded on that. Okay, here we go. All right. It's actually surprisingly cheap for that, for just
Let's
adding
go. How
spell
much?
charges to an item. So if we're talking first level inflict wounds per charge, well, for one charge, it's going to be just 1,000 gold. That's it.
1,000 gold per charge.
For one charge, it's going to get exponentially higher, and that's first level once per day. It would refresh at dawn. If you're wanting to up the spell level, it would basically it would be 1,000 times the spell level for just one charge.
Would that cost you like a bonus action to activate?
No, it's a free action to, just like all the other things that have like that on hit you can choose to.
Okay.
It's like an activation word basically.
Give me really quick because I'm trying to look at my money right now.
So I'll put it in chat real quick.
Okay, here's the money.
And this is because it's a first level spell. It would of course change for higher level spells. And I'm not talking like if you cast inflicts wound on second. I'm talking a second level spell is going to cost more than a first level spell.
Right.
So that way we don't have people putting fucking, time stop on an amulet for 9,000.
Nah,
So I'm
it
just bringing
sounds
that up
fun,
ahead
but
of time because I know how that will go horribly wrong very fast. I've just got 9 charges of Meteor Swarm on a bunch of amulets now.
These necklaces of
Oh God,
fireballs
that would be
also
nice.
cast meteor whenever they're dropped per ball.
It's just, yeah, believe me, I
So
know
that's
that is.
100
World
flat
ending
Yeah,
explosions.
yeah, that sort of
So that's
price for
100
fucking
flat
9th level spells would be absolutely world breaking.
Yeah, so that would be 100 plat each. I'm gonna get 3.
Okay, let me do the math for 3 charges a day on that real quick.
Okay.
For 3 charges of first level inflict wounds per day, it would be 9,000 gold.
That's fine.
And that's no other enhancements to the quarterstaff.
Okay. Minus 900 gold. That's fine.
9,000.
9,000. So 900 plat.
No, yeah, but 900
On
plat,
your
yeah.
plus
Yeah,
1 quarterstaff, correct?
yes.
Okay.
I'm like, because that's where I've been hoarding most of my money. I have a shit ton of plat that I don't know what to do with yet.
Yeah, it's all good. I was just making sure we had the right, wow, somebody put down stuff in one
Now,
crate.
here's
Look, somebody
another
actually
question.
typed in runes. What the hell?
What?
Sorry, someone suddenly tried to call me on Discord. Wounding staff of King. Okay, magic item. I guess it's technically a staff. It's a weapon. Where the hell is quarterstaff? Quarterstaff. There, quarterstaff. Okay, this one still won't require attunement because it is a first level spell. There's 3 charges of first level inflict wounds. Okay, create. Let's add the bonuses. I hit create. Rarity. I don't care how rare it is.
Legendary, always.
Yes. Artifacts out the arse.
Um, okay, this is
Magic attack.
Oh,
We lose
looks like
something?
Nephiro just died completely.
Oh,
He's not in
Yeah,
Discord
even
or...
his stream is down, so
uh-oh.
Ooh.
Internet or power outage?
I don't know because the thing is live. Okay, not anymore.
Yeah, it's like probably his internet crashed in the area again.
I
Because I mean,
guess,
Puerto Rico isn't really well known for its
yeah.
robust
But we can keep
systems.
I was
going
gonna say,
since this is just item
Yeah, I was
things.
gonna just, let's finish this up then, right?
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna patch his in and then look at all the stuff you guys slammed in there and start panicking there.
Yeah.
Inflict wounds. 1-3. Save DC of 15. Cast spell at first level. Okay. Save changes. All right. I'm going to put that into chat so he can see it when he comes back. Boom. Okay. First up, Mlemlos. All right. How much are we talking on your Emmy?
Depends how much I can get it.
What
Like
is? Okay, it's
like
26s right now.
right now I only have like 19 is
Oh, you
my
need dex.
dexterity. Yeah.
Sorry, it showed the Constitution twice, and my brain kind of dex and con. Okay, let me pull up the stuff
So
real quick.
basically, I just want to add a new dex boost
Set
into
to
that
it.
item, like similar way that Ryoko has with the
Yeah.
wisdom and the
Not a
amulet of health
problem.
thing.
Okay. Already
But
got
with
that
Dex.
on it, so it's gonna. Okay. Let me do the math real quick. To up it to 22. Um. Pretty cheap actually. 8,000 just to get it to 22.
I would just
If we want
It's at
how
20.
high can
26.
I go basically
Yeah,
if I'm
I'm doing
using
the
all my
math.
40k? Like I don't need the basic things, just give the highest that I can get with the 40k, or slightly higher if I take some of the money from the party funds.
You would be able to get a 24 for 32. You would need to take it from the party funds to get a 26, because that would bump it up to 70.
Okay.
Let me double check my math real quick. Make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, okay. So it's already pre-enchanted. That bonus squared. So yeah, 6 squared times 2. Okay, yeah. So
Okay. So we
Yep,
get
take
a
it.
little
So-
bit less than what main has, but it's probably
You can
anyway
Yeah,
a thing. But I'm fine
so-
with the 26.
yeah, you can take then
26.
Absolutely.
you can take the 30k from the party funds.
Okay,
So
so you have the Amulet of Supreme. Let me see if I have anything like that. So
Ryoko has similar ones, but with the wisdom boost, so you can basically copy it and just change the thing.
yeah, I'll just probably just slap in a new one because all these things are Constitution, Wisdom. Okay.
I'm
Oh
just
boy.
gonna
My money
keep like a
off.
math list in the time just so we know.
You've got Supreme Health, so okay. I will create a new one. Magic item. Create from scratch. Oh, okay, that was weird. I guess I didn't. Whatever. Okay, this is the +6, so we're going to call it. We'll just put an SS in there. Wondrous item. Okay. So they're 26 for both of them. Rare, but okay, then the modifiers. Let me add modifiers. Set Dex Dexterity score of 26. Set Con Constitution score of 26. Boom. Save the changes. Because I can't spell this morning, I decided to abbreviate. So, Lenlos, you are now the proud owner of the Amulet of Health and Dexterity SS.
SS. Oh god.
One more and you'll have a triple S. Okay, gloves of tooling. Okay, so you want skill gloves, all right.
Yep.
Can
Just like Ryoko,
you
just limit it to a
cast
couple
Greater
things.
Steed yet?
No, but like the belt, like I was using a scroll last time.
Right. It was like, I'm just wondering if you want to buy that yet, since you can't resummon, Super Freya.
Yeah, I would have to buy another scroll, but I was more wondering, like, even for future reference, how much it
it's
would cost.
possible. Let me do them one at a time. Add teleport to the soul. Okay, so wait, you want us to throw your sword?
Yeah, so, like that we talked about, so we don't have to use bows.
Well, we've been through this with God-ordained weapons. Neanderthals can't fuck with those
Okay.
because he might break the divine enchantment because it's
I
a
thought
completely
you
different
wanted
thing.
to teleport first.
Oh
It's like,
God,
oh,
that would have been
Womp,
flying
womp,
paladin.
womp.
that would have been hilarious, but
Blink Paladin. Jesus
Every
Christ.
time fall down and take damage. Ow.
he's gonna have to.
Self-healing? I mean, that's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
All right. First things first, we'll go through them one at a time.
Okay.
For the skill bonus one, that one's a really easy thing. It's going to be the plus you want squared times 100.
Okay. Ryoko, I believe, has
So
+8. So for
yeah.
those
So for plus
on-
8, it would be
only smithing and jewelry, of course.
well, those are two separate things. So
Yeah, but like just not like a.
So
I want this for every tool.
if you're wanting it as a plus 8 for smithing and jeweling, just double that.
Welcome
It would
back.
be 12,800.
Okay. Yeah, I think that should be possible. I'll take that.
Okay, let me cook those up real quick.
Yeah.
I'll talk in a minute. I'm checking my router.
You're fine.
It's all good. I
Yep.
put the name of your new item in chat so you can grab it whenever you need.
And if you
Item,
can't
Got
see
it.
it,
I
we can
appreciate it.
first
Sorry.
item.
copy
No,
it.
that's all good.
The only next thing I was talking about was see if I could put like a healing spell on my crossbow. That's just it. That was the next thing.
Put it into chat because my brain is currently crunching stuff, so
Come on.
it will slip out. I promise you. Yeah.
That's gonna be a lot of healing. Ooh.
Yeah, but only to himself. So it's like I can.
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
It wouldn't even heal myself fully, but I just need something to stay alive sometimes.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
bad, but it's still a lot of healing. Like more than almost more than the any cleric can heal in one go with a what?
Yep.
How high
But,
is heal? It's just like a 6th to 7th level
70.
spell. Yeah.
I think it's a 6th level because I think Torrin can cast it. I don't think she has 7th
Yeah.
yet.
I do have to wait an entire day to use them again.
Yeah, it is a 6th level spell. So, and it heals for 70 HP.
Yeah.
So, but it is only on himself, which I'm the only reason I'm okay
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah,
So,
and it's like a once a day thing at least,
efficiency.
basically.
Efficiency. There we go. Efficiency. Smith tools +8. And efficiency. Jeweler's tools +8.
Ah, shit, I forgot what I wanted to write down.
Okay. All right. So the Smith's Touch now an official item. Yay!
Yay! I wanted to add to the fucking gloves as well. Does he have like? Is he able to make the jewelers and smiths tools into something like kid learning, like for easy proficiency gaining? So
the gloves will give you proficiency.
Oh, okay.
So they're that magical.
Nice.
So they not only give you proficiency in said tools, they give you a +8 to said tools.
Wait, so Ryoko does have proficiency technically in cooking?
Yes.
Oh, well then I get even more pluses.
Yeah, I mean those things should. Well, I'll double check on hers to make sure, but it should also grant you the proficiency.
Should, because she has
Since
also the
it's-
+8.
As long as she's wearing them.
Yeah.
So she takes it off, and all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah.
what's a ladle? But to be honest, she's cooked long enough that she's proficient in cooking.
Okay.
Because that's something that's pretty easy to learn compared to
That's
blacksmithing or jewel crafting. So
yeah.
don't burn the meat.
Burn
Let me see what we could do for your steed bonus. Okay. So the bonuses that that is going to be an interesting one because I don't technically have a price for that.
Yeah.
um,
Like in reality, it's not even that big a deal since it's just to conserve like an extra spell slot a day in the long
yeah,
run.
which is a level 4 smite that I'm scared of.
Yeah, I mean he'll still like if it's 2 days, he'll still have to recast it like every 2 days and so on.
Yeah. I will think on that for a second. As
Yeah,
for
no,
the
that's fine.
doubling healing touch thing, that one I can work with. For that one, sorry, it would be a what all is on your armor at the
It's
moment? Let me
unenchanted
check.
+2 adamant.
Okay, so just regular adamantine. Okay, that's what I wanted to see is because everyone, half
Yeah.
the parties have like such fucking
Yeah.
decked out shit. I've got
I
to add in
I was
extra
thinking of
stuff.
just giving him con, but I don't want to just give stat boosts.
Fair enough. I mean, with that one, that does keep the price down since it's not heavily enchanted yet, and it keeps it from becoming attunement.
Okay.
So for that one, it would be a flat 10,000 to double the healing from lay on hands on
Okay.
yourself.
I'm curious, because I want to build Aiden in the kind of AC direction too. Like, how did like Torin achieve like so much AC? So I can like,
She just got pluses to her armor. That's it. She's got a +3 set of plate mail and a +3 shield.
damn, because I have like a +2 and +2, I think, and I'm
Yeah, it's like I'll double check. All I did with her was
actually
up her
yeah,
base
this.
armor by enchanting her base armor.
I
So
don't
she
think
has
this.
no
I was gonna say
additional goodies on her,
I'm not
honestly.
actually sure if the spell guard shield had pluses.
It's I don't think it does. It's just
Oh
the
no, it
a +2
doesn't.
for AC. So
Oh, then I
it
would.
has no additional enchantments on it. So
How much would it cost to make that +2? Like the
uh,
shield. Sorry.
no, it's all good. Give me a second. For the +2 shield,
Nice, Aaron. Is it weird to be a
let me
summoner? What
check.
do you mean?
Wrong list. Um, Flexion bonus. It would, Jesus, actually be dirt fucking cheap.
Really?
But it is spell guard, so it's going to be harder to enchant and keep the resistance. So 16,000 to make it a +2.
16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I had also one similar idea to Nephiro. Would casting like the spell shield like be able to like cast it 2 times a day be infusible in like the shield?
I mean, we could, but it's going to be a bit more expensive if we're also adding these +2s to a spell guard shield.
Right.
I
I
need to know everything we're planning on this so I can do the right,
since that would
math.
basically be like a temporary bonus to AC for like the round.
Yeah.
I
So, and it is already attunement, if I remember right.
yeah,
So
Why
it
don't
that
is.
you
definitely
just
helps.
take the paladin version of it, the Shield of Faith,
Field
which
of
is
Faith, yeah.
like
Oh,
concentration and gives you +2 for until you lose concentration.
oh, I guess I could also put that on the
Because
shield because
like
yeah.
shield itself, it's more like a mage thing because they have
Yeah, that's
nothing
true.
else.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like the shield.
And shield works only if you
Okay.
don't have armor.
Oh,
So
does
that's
Right.
it?
why,
Yeah,
yeah,
it only works if you don't have a shield
Oh.
and armor. So
yeah.
that's the
So
whole
Shield of Faith would
trade-off
be
for
your
it.
thing.
Okay, yeah, and then I guess once a day Shield of Faith on there because it would keep the concentration then until the spell is over.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
which
think it's
is
like a
10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes. It's actually
10 minutes,
really
oh?
fucking long. Yeah.
Uh,
So
okay,
it's
yeah,
a first level spell. I mean, yeah, I mean that one
2 charges then if it's first level.
2 charges. Okay, so we already have the 16. You are still
16,000?
wanting to make it a +2, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I'm trying to keep up with
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's
+2.
all good. It's just since I've got a crap ton of math, if we keep changing the formulas.
But yeah, reaching the Shields of Faith is a good thing.
Okay.
Forgot about that.
For that one, it was and then
Oh, Risky
it's
asked a
still
question
gonna
about
have
it?
that. So 2 charges of that would be an additional 4,000. Because we are
That
putting
works
it
for
on
me.
something that is recharged and is spell resistant is going to be a little bit more work. So
Yeah, that works for me.
let me make a brand new shield.
Yeah, because the other one broke my character before the normal one.
Yeah, I still don't know why that fucking happened.
I love being a summoner. I'm absolutely addicted to being summoners in games. No more Spellguard Shield 20.0.
Yeah. Okay. Going to be a very rare item at this point. It is
Hell yes,
armor.
Skelly.
Or I guess
There's the headbang.
item. No, armor. Okay. Where's shield? I need shield.
Shield of Faith.
There it is. Shield. Okay.
I forgot.
+2 spell. I always do that backwards. Damn dyslexia. Just 2 times a day. Just refill on. Requires attunement. I do want to double check that to make sure I'm doing this right. I forget if the Spellguard Shield does. Okay, and magic attacks. Disadvantage. Okay.
Sounds good, Beef?
I could not remember if the Spellguard Shield also gave the attackers disadvantage, but I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Luckily, it's just, oh yeah, it is disadvantage on attackers, actually.
Yes, that's why I double checked. And then we got the spell.
And we always forget that for you.
Yep, I actually have it pinned under my favorites now, so I occasionally hover over it and remember, oh shit, I need to pay attention to that.
Yeah,
Because
it's like I always forget you have it.
I also already forgot that as Ryoko. Like way back when.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's something that it's so easy to forget because
Yeah.
no one pays attention to someone else's items.
Exactly.
It's like, oh.
And I'm sorry, I have so many things I gotta
No,
keep
I
track
mean,
of.
yeah, and
I
it's so
promise
easy
I
to
try.
forget.
Okay, so there's your new Resilient Shield of Faith.
Nice. I also paid the 10k for the armor.
Yeah, I need to
Yep.
make that real quick. So
You're fine. I like the Resilient Shield of Faith. My paladin is actually turning into a stereotypical paladin.
I'm still surprised you haven't been spamming that fucking spell. It's so handy.
Yeah, I mean it's a bonus action, so
concentration. Like it's really nice to have like haste and
basically
stuff.
you usually fair, yeah. It's like you usually do like to pop haste, so
yeah.
which gives you the same
To be
bonus.
honest, yeah, haste has
Haste
the
has
same
the
bonus,
+2
but just a
plus
bit
an extra
more.
attack, but it does have the downside too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one round of
which almost cost me unconsciousness last time.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do it with this one because Nanners is kind of upset with you. And it is full plate, right?
Yeah, it's a full plate.
Okay. My brain is kind of fucked right now. Wait, I need to double check to make sure what sort of make sure it has the right stuff on it. Okay, heavy armor plate. Armor class, disadvantage. No dex modifier. Okay, that's what I was double checking. None. Strength requirement of 18.
It's someone's pet tea. You're You really love those? I'm
Non-attunement,
glad.
okay. And it was +2 and the improved self-heal, correct?
Yes. I'm really happy with the headbanging emotes.
No, not
No, I
revived.
commissioned
Received,
them.
you stupid autocorrector.
I commissioned them.
Okay, and then add the armor bonus.
They were made by Pub.
+2. Okay, save. Save. Fuck off, Discord. There. Okay, where was Nephros thing? Crossbow with level 2 healing word.
Plate of self-love.
Like, are you wanting to be able to cast the spell, or like you want to shoot somebody with a bolt and have it cast healing word? Up, Discord.
What were the gloves called again?
The smithing gloves, if I remember right. The smith's touch. I left out the apostrophe.
The Smith Touch. I found it.
Yeah. I'm typing like I'm talking with a slightly stuffy nose. All right. Nephro, you still there, man?
Yes.
About the healing word on the crossbow, are you wanting the crossbow to cast the spell, or are you wanting bolts that cast it?
Bolts that cast it.
So you want to shoot
Because I
somebody
wanna
and heal
also-
them.
Anna.
Because I also want to have the chance that I can literally throw a bolt at them and they can shoot it.
Okay, so you want enchanted bolts, not an enchanted crossbow.
Yes.
Okay, that's why I was asking to see how you wanted this to work.
Well, here's the thing. If I can make the crossbow
Yeah,
enchant
no,
the
sadly not
bolts,
me.
that'd be better.
Well, if we do it on the crossbow, we could make it where X per te, in this case 2, I think you asked, it could just cast healing word. You don't need to shoot anybody with that.
Okay, better. I don't want to
So-
have to deal with the fact that you get me on a double entendre and goes like, oh, you have to damage him though.
I was like, if you shot it at somebody, you'd have to beat their AC. So
And that would not be
at
great with
that
Aiden.
point, you know,
No,
I'm enchanting
but-
all these bolts and I'm healing the fuck out of the walls.
No, but I'll take it. I'll take it on the crossbow.
Your current crossbow, correct? Your
Yes.
+1? Okay. Same price as the other one then.
900. Okay, I'll take it.
900 plat, yes.
Yes.
Keep forgetting you're
Again,
doing your
like I
calculations in platinum.
Yeah, no, I'm doing all my calculations in plat because that's what I'm rich at.
Yeah, it's all good. It just takes me a second
only
because I'm doing
have-
it all in gold.
No, it's fine. I only have like 1,200 in gold. That's it.
100,000, you said?
Weapon.
No, 200. 1,200.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Base weapon. Light crossbow.
Minecraft healing arrows, true.
Fire attunement. Yes.
And now I had a question about one of the items I bought before. Can I make the pipe of smoke turn it into myself? I am a creature.
Sorry, typing.
No, you're fine. It's more a general question.
But generally, the pipe of smoke, you can put it into anything sort of thing that you can think of, as
Okay,
long as it's a creature. Which, yes, humanoids are creatures.
Okay, so I can make a clone of myself.
It will still just look like smoke, obviously, but hello, kitty girl. You're such a pretty kitty girl. And we need the +1 attack. Magic +1 spell. Healing word. 1, 2. First level. Save it. All right, and now we have the feel-good crossbow.
I feel good, grass. I love it.
I was so tempted to add that it sings a couple bars from a certain song whenever you use the ability, but
God.
that's more of a Spluma thing. All right, did I cover everything? Was there anything
you
else
want
we want to
anything,
poke
Borb?
meanders for?
I was gonna ask, brought the tuna because my request is fairly
Oh,
large.
Lord.
If
Oh,
there's
my
any way
God.
to combine.
Meanders looks at you with a,
Yeah, I know.
you didn't bring enough tuna.
Aw.
He kind of, Barb, give me a Arcana check real quick.
Yeah.
Maybe he can just wrap them around with a rope and say that.
Yeah, I
There
mean,
you go, it's combined.
He launches into this long, lengthy, techno-arcanical explanation of how it's possible, but it's the equivalent of, like, defusing a bomb with a billion wires and then refusing them without setting off the bomb. He can do it, it's going to take a while, and it's going to cost you a small fucking fortune.
Yeah.
Well beyond what you've been allotted.
Yeah.
So,
I was just curious how much it would be because I wasn't really planning on anything today since I'm pretty much broke.
That's
yeah,
fair.
well, he kind of gives you a look of that you want me to price check even though you're not going to pay it sort of
Well,
face.
if it was
He's
He
low
can
enough, I
save
would.
it.
save up
Like
for
save
it.
money for a
That's
future.
Low
the
enough.
plan.
He
Yeah.
laughs at that comment, like actually just.
Oh my.
Boy, that would be worth a kingdom.
Oh boy.
Low end, if I have everything on hand, and I don't
if we
have to
don't
get
live
any
that
sort
way.
of problems. For these two, we're talking in excess of 3 million gold.
Jesus fuck.
How about glue?
Okay.
We can make that happen, right, Borb?
Meanders looks at you, or we can go with the lizard's idea. And he grabs some twine off the table and starts wrapping them together. Ties it up, that'll be 15 gold.
God.
Oh, Borb.
Poor Borb.
Okay. Well, in that case,
He sees the third one on your person too. He's like, don't even ask.
well, what about the fourth one?
There's four?
These two are slightly less powerful.
He kind of grabs you gently by the hand, sits you down on a chair, and starts punching you in the fucking knees. It's like, slightly less your father starts on the fucking moja, you goddamn twit.
Aiden's just standing there, like, slightly, like, happy that he's not the most hated person in the room
Borb
anymore.
has a collection. Don't judge him.
I just don't know what to do because I don't want to get rid of any of them, but I can only use 3.
And you have he starts, you're pretty sure, swearing in his native cat tongue. Which I am not going to attempt to make those sounds with my mouth.
Yeah.
Because I would likely not be able to talk the rest of the day.
Otherwise, I'd only have a couple questions to ask of Ray Guy at the moment.
So,
Well,
Good old
Let's
Grey
see.
guy.
It would be a little less if we combine the staffs of the woodlands into one of the other staffs.
Yeah,
But
that's what I was
combining the
thinking.
staffs of the Magi's together is absolutely ludicrous work for this poor guy.
Yeah. That makes
So,
sense.
mind you,
It's
it
like
would
fusing
share the
3 nukes together.
charges. It would share the charges on them if we
Okay.
do combine the woodland thing. He kind of takes a breath and starts. He's got that look of the sort of people that's like, I'm dealing with customers. I have to be professional. Happy place. Tuna. Happy place.
You feel like the main character of Konosuba right now.
So, God. But okay. He asks very calmly what one he would prefer it to be connected to. He stops you before you answer though, and says it would be the easiest and cheapest for me to attach it to your sorcerer one.
Yeah, that makes sense. Probably that one, honestly.
Thank you for
He
the loot, Sherry.
nods and the kind of good boy, you're listening. So, okay. He kind of looks at them and gives you two options. One, where when he combines them together, it will add the additional 10 charges. Or one where it just shares the 10 charges. They could be used as sorcery points for the meta magic or for the woodlands staff charges.
Okay.
Needless to say, the double points would cost significantly more than just the other one.
Mhm.
So, okay, let me do the math to try to get you
Yeah.
proper prices. So, because god damn it, Borb, you had to do this.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I got the tuna.
once again, not enough tuna. Okay, so staff. Okay. To combine those two, it's still going to cost you an arm and a leg. For just combining those two, because the Staff of the Magi is so damn powerful, it would cost you 100k.
Yeah. Okay.
If he combined it and doubled the capacity, it would cost you 500k.
Ah. Okay. Well, um, I will save up for that, but I don't think even with like helping out, I don't think I can
Let's
do
save
the
up for
100k.
You want to save up for the 500k one?
Oh, and
Well, I don't think I could do the 100k one right now.
We
good.
have the 90k left, or did we use some of it from the
90,000
party
used
funds?
still
bit of
there.
it. I forget how much.
We
Aiden
used
put
30.
it in the
We used
chat.
30,000 so far.
Yeah,
so it's
for
90,000.
me, we used 30, yeah.
So I don't know how much is left. So
And mind you,
Small reminder that I didn't waste mine. I paid for mine.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
paid for
from
my
the
things
sounds of
too.
it, Board, they might be able to all pitch in and give you the Staff of the Woodland Magi.
I mean, if you guys want to, but I
Aiden-
already had
Yeah,
Aiden
like Aiden would just ask for a couple items, but I don't think it would be too much.
Like, what kind of items are you looking for? Because I mean, that's kind of vague. Horseshoes of speed. Okay, saddle of the cavalier. Lances. I mean, lances would just, as long as they're
I was to
not
say,
heavily enchanted. I mean, they're.
I still have that on my clipboard. I would say we just replace the lances with a weapon that has like teleport, just like mainly for throwing or something.
Fair enough. How much was the teleport enchantment again?
I think you said
Kind of like the
9,000
spear
last
that
time.
comes back.
Yeah, it's like I was just trying to remember how much I was charging for that.
I believe you
particular
said
enchantment.
9,000 last time we talked about it, because 3,000
Yes.
was for the go back and 9,000 was for the teleport.
Yeah, it was because it was a enhanced version of the returning.
Yeah.
So because it was instantaneous.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Horseshoes of speed. Thankfully, Freya has hooves now.
Yes.
So Rhaegai does have horseshoes of speed.
Okay.
He also has horseshoes of Zypher.
Was that the flying ones?
I believe so.
I mean, she doesn't need them
I was gonna
because she
say-
already flies.
No, it's floating.
But
Oh,
that
the
doesn't.
Zephyr. But
Yeah, it does not really benefit her at all.
Yeah.
yeah, so speed
So
is probably what I'm gonna
the
go
speed ones are actually pretty damn cheap. They're only 6,000.
with. Okay.
So you will have to find somebody to affix them to Freya, and mind you, when she is unsummoned, they're just going to fall to the ground. You're going to have to reaffix them each time. You
Yeah,
won't
but-
lose them, thankfully.
Would I be able to learn how to do that?
It is something you could learn.
Okay.
So it would take a little bit of time, but it's something you could learn to do yourself. You just have to keep hammer and nails and a file on you at all time. Which,
Oh,
if
so
you
would
keep your
count as-
smithing tools,
I was gonna say it counts as smithing, right?
blacksmiths were usually the one who shod horses anyway.
Neat.
So
I have proficiency in that now, at least.
which is what I was kind of leading to in that one.
Yeah.
So as long as you have the materials on hand, which is just nails and a hammer and a file,
Okay.
you're good. It would take probably roughly about an hour to get it all done. So it's not like a summoner suddenly she's shooed, but
Yeah. I did want
okay,
to say
6,000 for the horseshoes. I was like,
Yeah.
did you just buy 6,000
No.
horseshoes? The hell kind of game are we doing?
By the way, I was gonna say, you can just use, like, you can pay completely with credit for the 100,000 because the temple said, or like the palace said, if we do have a little bit more that we need, we can overcharge a little bit in reasonable amounts. And 10K, I would say, is reasonable.
10K? I mean, that's not too bad. Yeah, that would fall within a
So,
reasonable amount.
Aiden would just say to put that all on credit.
Yeah, that would be nice for Borb. So Borb can get things
So
as well.
then we just rounded off like 10,000. It's 30K from the palace, and then the 80K. Sorry, the
Let me
100K
just
from Aiden.
copy my staff of the Magi's. Here we go, Meta Magic. Yes, thank God I do not have to create it from complete scratch. Thank God, not two of them.
Thank God
Or
for
always be looking over his shoulder.
Aiden's like everyone's sugar daddy
Love
this
you,
time.
Well,
Hey.
now it is gone down into a legendary item.
Like for Aiden, it was not like he didn't want to just keep like 200,000 just on himself, especially because other people helped him buy it initially.
Yes, it is. That is Nugget, kiddo. Nugget is a very fat chicken.
And like I mean, it's fair that
I don't know how
the
you got.
party stays
Maybe
in
it was
the
80
kind of
no, it's
similar
chicken you got
space.
from
I was gonna
I
say,
can't even
Not
move
only
anymore.
one is like OP, meanwhile
and
the
that
other
would not
party is
fit
like
that would not fit
No,
the
what-
lawful good paladin either.
yeah,
Let me
and it's nice. So
pop this open, pull up the other one so I can just copy, fucking paste, and then move the spells over.
I think we could get 500K with 400 more credit on the palace.
I
They
mean, if
I
you
can
want the
imagine
money
the
to go
bill.
on a fucking rampage.
next session, the beheading begins.
like I can imagine they sent the bill to the palace, and we are like just doo-doo-doo, bye, never coming back.
Not
Hey,
showing up for. They'll forget it eventually, I'm sure. In addition, oh Lord. Enter paste. All right, so what all shit do I got to add to this? Okay. It would have been faster actually to flip it around. God damn it. Oh well. I just realized the other staff has all the spells on it.
Yeah.
The Magi staff doesn't have anything, so it would have been like 10 times faster if I did it that way. Oh
Yeah,
well,
just
I'm
like
already committed.
write that. It has this. Just use
Yeah.
this. Sorcery points in here.
Yep. Bark skin. So it does share the pool, so it is only 10 charges,
Mhm.
but you can use any of the meta magic feats or any of the spells that you like on it.
Yeah.
plants. I'm beginning to wonder if Borb falls into that one.
Speak with plants.
Speak with
His hair does.
plants. Exactly. It's like, is he subclassed plant, I wonder? I kind of missed that from the old D&D. Speak with animals. What's the last one? Wall of Thorns. Wall of Thorns. Okay. All right. Jesus Christ. Saved. And for our good friend Borb, the Staff of the Force Magi is now available.
I added the horseshoes. How much was this? Does he have the saddle?
I was sorry, I didn't get
No,
to check
you're
on that yet.
completely okay.
So I would love if you started adding ranch dressing or like croutons to his hair.
Start charging a premium. At least I can regrow
Oh God.
them.
Okay. Brain. Saddle of the Cavalier, correct?
Yes. It's just basically you can't get unmounted while you're conscious.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't remember what all that does. I thought it was pretty simple, but
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure that's all it does. While in the saddle mount, you can't be dismounted against your will if you're conscious. And attack rolls against the mount specifically have disadvantage. Okay.
okay. I was like, I thought there was something else. So
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so yes, that is available. He does have it. It is 2,000 gold.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get those once again. That's gonna be fun every time I recast the spell to like let me set up
I
Freya.
mean, they're not going to disappear, thankfully, but you will have to re-equip Freya, and at least she's willing to help with that. So that's why it's as quick as it is. It's not like she's
Yeah.
Oh, give me a sec.
I'm debating right now what kind of weapon type I want for like the throwing weapon. If I just want to go with like a hammer. A hammer is like a very fitting like paladin thing. But I'm
Yeah.
kind of feeling like what's it called? A morning star or something could be funny too. Since then, like it keeps I'm pretty sure morning stars are piercing damage, like bows, right? Because then it keeps like the piercing, like of like a typical ranged weapon fashion.
I don't remember.
I think so.
Spears do have it, but could be. I have no idea.
Let me look that.
Yeah.
Star. 1d8 piercing damage. So yeah, that's a pretty good average weapon right there.
I'm sorry, I'm editing things and I need to test this.
I'm thinking I could technically also just like if I want to, because I definitely want to have some kind of damage extra on
Yes.
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 I'm probably gonna like I'll see if there's like a flame tongue or something available, but maybe not fire
Probably
damage.
not, but it's homebrew you would get. It's easy to do.
Yeah, like the Morning Star, I think that's just like rapiers, great swords, scimitars, and something else.
Yeah. I don't think like same thing with flame tongue and the cold ones, but
Yeah.
whatever, it's frostbite or something.
If I like I would love to keep the theme up with just radiant damage for Aiden, but radiant will probably be a bit harder to attain.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows? Who know? I just want to get rid of this goddamn dex-based bow on him. But you can't. Throwing also doesn't work with smiting, right?
No, it has to be a melee thing.
Ah, that's a shame. That would be funny
Yeah.
as hell, though. Just throw the fucking hammer.
Unless you have that subclass. I think there is
Yeah.
like a
I forgot which
one that
paladin
can
was that.
apply them. I don't remember either if it's even in the base game or is it a homebrew thing.
Yeah.
But I just have heard it's a thing somewhere.
Hello, Thurnal. Welcome back.
Hello. I completely lost what the fuck I was doing. So
I think the
last
last
thing I
thing
remember is you bought
saddle.
a saddle.
Yes.
Okay.
Um.
So we were still working on the teleporting weapons,
Yes.
correct?
I was thinking if he had something, this would of course be homebrew, but like the flame tongue on like a morning star or something without like.
Well, I mean, it's not technically a homebrew on that. The flame tongue can be on any weapon, just like Icebrand.
Oh.
I think it's usually edged weapons,
Okay.
but
Yeah, like
I want.
blades usually,
Yeah,
but
it's like usually it's on blades, but technically the enchantment can be on any weapon.
Right.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to like get that in like a radiant damage form? Just the same damage, but just radiant?
Well, I mean, yeah,
Okay. Then I would ask him if he
but
had something like that.
I mean, Ray Guy probably won't have it on hand, but it's something you can get Yanners to do, but it would be an attunement weapon at that point.
Oh.
yeah, like flame tongue is
Oh, is
attunement as
it?
It
well.
is attunement.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
Oh,
all of them are. That's why I skipped one.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
Like I said, that hammer and your sword are an oddity among them.
All right.
Usually anything that adds extra dice of damage are attunement required. With the exception of a couple of the ranged weapons, I think.
like, would it be possible to add like?
Yeah, and usually they are even artifact level items
Yeah.
at that
Would
point
it be
if they
possible
Yeah.
don't have
to
it.
add like a 1d8 extra damage to something and have it not be attunable?
No, because like I said,
Okay.
those ones, like if it's a once a day or so many times a day, it could be non-attunable. But if it's every single hit, it would be an attunement requirement.
Hmm. Then
Like I said, what's like Meep said, if not, it's
Yeah.
divine, it's an artifact, it is something of immense power if anyone can just pick it up and use the ability.
I'm a little bit confused what I should get then for that.
Because technically I'm kind of pushing the envelope a little bit on having just a regular teleporting
Yeah.
weapon that's not attunement. But that's not super broken, so it's like I can let that slide as long as it's just like a +1, I'd say, at most. Because then it's just, oh, you're shooting a fucking +1 bow that doesn't require ammo. Oh god, no.
Would that
With way shorter range.
would that require like strength or dex then?
Throwing usually always requires strength,
Okay.
Yeah, if I remember it.
but you can like usually the spears have dex just because
Mhm.
if you use them in like melee combat, but the throwing is usually a strength-based thing
Yeah, the
and
throwing
how
does
far you can
damage.
do it.
Yeah, it does the damage off. I think you can it does the attack roll off dex, but the damage is based off your strength.
Does
Could be, yeah.
he
So
um
Or
I-
it can be chosen. Some people do it
Yes,
that way,
I think
that you can choose
some
if
let
it's
it flip
strength
flop.
or dex.
I guess, does he have the like arcane crossbow that Olga has?
I can check. Those were what were those called? Jesus,
Just
that was
arcane,
something
I
I
think.
downloaded.
Arcane crossbow.
It was something different because it was a
It had something on it, yeah.
yeah, it was basically giant rune marked somehow, and I forgot what the hell it was called. Let me double check real quick
Let me check Olga's sheet.
because I do not remember what those things were called off the top of my.
Was,
I'm gonna
was
pull up
that
the
Arcane,
sheet. Real
attuned?
arcane
No.
crossbow.
Hers was not attuned.
It's called
so
arcane crossbow, comma heavy.
yeah, they were in a line because there was like one for each type of
Yeah.
damage, if I remember right. Those are my characters. I don't want my characters. I want her character.
Yeah, and basically Ryoko has the artifact level bow that doesn't need attunement as well.
The arcane, yeah. Let me pull them up real quick. Find them real fast.
Like if they have something like that, I want one for them too, then I don't need to attune to my bows.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
probably be nice. Blah, I can't speak. I think the only thing is you have to like reload it though, like a crossbow.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean that's how
Yeah.
crossbows work, and it destroys the ammo.
Okay.
So that was the drawback is if you use the bolts, even if they're magical, they're destroyed from the impact.
Right.
So yeah, they're non-attunement, and I could probably alter them to be bows as well, honestly.
I mean, if I
Because
could get that
somebody,
in a bow form, I would also like
The
that more.
homebrew thing that you added to that arcane crossbow was the +2 thunder. It was the extra for it. Or
oh
something
no,
like that.
it was one I still downloaded.
Ah, okay.
This one guy made like a fucking pile of these fucking arcane bows. Like all the way up to +3s, which
Yeah. I would definitely
Because
take a bow form if possible too.
yeah, I would have to homebrew it because yeah, the +3s do 3d10 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the 2d10 extra damage for non-attunement thing is like, why do I have an attunement bow as a ranger then? It's like, okay.
So, okay. Let me see what he has.
That does
real quick.
less, by the way.
Yeah, it's like it kind of sucks how little love bows have in the base game. But okay, check it. Others, he does have one of the crossbows.
Okay.
It is a light crossbow, and he has one of the longbows.
Okay.
So let me see the plus on it. The crossbow is a +1. The longbow is a +2.
Okay.
Let me see which elements they are. There's some of them. Okay, so the crossbow is thunder. The longbow is poison.
Poison's like a hit or miss.
Unfortunately, it's just
So
like
many
fire.
immunities. Yeah.
How
Poison
much?
has the most of them.
How much do you
Yeah.
think it would cost to get the element altered, if possible?
To alter the element, since it's just a changing of the rune, and Nanners could probably do that fairly easily. We'll say it's a $2,000 gold charge to change the element.
Okay. Then.
And it can be any one of the base ones that you'd like.
Okay. The bow costs.
So, with the exception of Radiant, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I just want to let know I did write one in the chat.
What?
In the game.
Oh god.
Yeah, it got
The
buried
grand.
in there.
Yeah,
It's the wind fan. I wanted to hand over Nanners the wing fan and try to see if she can put a level 5 insect click on it.
I
One
mean,
slot. Just one slot.
yes, but that's going to be very expensive. So
I'm up for it. Let's see.
okay, let me. Okay, math on
The
that real
idea.
quick. Then I'll get back to the bow and the crossbow. Cool.
Yep, that's completely fine.
All right. Shit. So it's going to for a single charge of that. Insect Swarm is a first level spell, correct?
5th level. Insect
No, no,
plague.
no.
Plague.
Is the base spell first level?
I
I need. What is the base level of the spell? Is what I'm asking.
Insect plague is a different spell, I
Yeah.
believe.
That's why. It's level 5.
Insect.
Insect
Okay, so it is a 5th level spell. I was wondering if you were upcasting it or not. That's
No,
what I
no,
was.
no. It is a 5th level spell. That's
Okay, yeah,
why.
that's what I was trying to figure out. If it was a 5th or first level spell upcasted, or if it's a higher level spell at base. Because
Yeah,
it's a
base.
higher level spell at base, it is going to cost a lot more. It is 50,000 to get that one charge.
50,000. Let me write
At
that.
that point, it would be just cheaper to buy a damn scroll.
True.
Because I think like a 5th level scroll is usually, yeah, you can get those for around 1,500, 2,000 each.
It's fine.
So remember, scrolls are a thing.
Before we leave, we're leaving the next morning, right?
It's going to be a couple days before you can get all this stuff, especially with what he's doing with Borb staff. That's going to take a day by itself.
Then I think Nefido's good for whatever he's gonna ask for, so he's just gonna sit in a corner.
Okay. Back to what I was trying to brain. Okay. So are we wanting to buy both? Okay, no, sorry. My brain needs okay.
How much?
Crossbow first.
I was gonna say, how much
Then
is the
longbow.
bow? I don't really care for the crossbow.
Okay. Okay, for a very powerful bow like that, it's going to cost similar to that hammer.
Oh, so it's
So
gonna be around 200K.
honestly, more because he's selling for profit.
Okay. Yeah, then
He does know you guys. You did give him another weapon. You know, he cut a decent deal with it, so he is willing to knock down the price. Tell you what, give me a persuasion check and see how much we can haggle with.
Sure, but I don't really know how much I could reach into things.
Lord. Well, I mean, still, just to see how much I can
Yeah.
swing it in your favor, sort of thing. He is willing to sell it for 100K.
100K?
Mm-hmm. But he does seem kind of interested in that bow that you have, Lem.
I doubt Milem is gonna give it away just because it's from the Oni Queen.
Fair.
Even if it's not that good, but there is like
Yeah, just
Milem
let you know.
thinks it's something he cannot just give away because it was a gift.
So, as for the crossbow, he's willing to cut
The
you a
only
deal.
bow he would give it or could give is the acid one that he carries around, but it's
Still pretty.
basically the same, but just acid.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, both the bows are pretty nice. So, but for the crossbow, excuse me, he's willing to part for that with that for 20,000.
That would do 1d10.
It would do a D10 plus, the 1 plus regular crossbow damage.
Was a light crossbow? You can only shoot once per round, right?
All crossbows you can only shoot once per round.
It's only the repeater that has like
Right.
6 shots or something.
Something like
I'm
that.
not sure.
And then it takes a round to load in a new clip.
Yeah.
I think there's a feat you can get to shoot I think crossbow mastery lets you reload it multiple times in a round, but normal people can only shoot a crossbow once per round.
Okay. I technically barely have the 100k, but I don't know if I want to bankrupt myself on a bow for that. It is a
If
nice.
you need it, go for it.
I mean, it's
Pick up
nice,
it
but
from Lamb.
we can also like, we also have other people that can handle range. It's just so Aiden could like help with range more. It's not like that big, but I think he'll. I mean, technically, with the mounting on the Pegasus, he can just fly up to enemies now too.
The only
Yeah.
problem is if they kill Freya and you fall.
Yeah, that would be the issue. But I guess I could technically have some kind of item be able to cast like once a day Featherfall.
Or Misty Step in the air, like as
Yeah,
a
it's true.
reaction.
I do have Misty Step
Yeah.
as a spell myself.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
the-
you could
the
just use
problem
that
is-
before you hit the ground. So
The problem is that depending how far you fall, the Misty Step isn't a reaction, it's a bonus action. But if you
Yeah.
had like a possibility to use it as a reaction if you fall kind of
Yup,
thing,
Comp, how's it
then
going?
you could use it. Unless
Yeah.
if you fall like for a round, then
This is
you
a
can.
Featherfall is
Yeah.
a reaction, right?
yes,
Featherfall is, yeah.
Could I just also slap that on like my shield then as like a once a day?
I mean, it's going to get exponentially more pricey the more stuff you pile on that.
Yeah.
I always have Featherfall, and there's Featherfall tokens that are supposed to be pretty cheap.
There
Oh.
are. Yeah,
Oh,
they're one-time use tokens. So,
Oh, how much
So
are
you can just buy
those?
like 5 and just have money.
not bad,
I
yeah.
think it's just the. Let me see what they're called again, because it's like I know what
You like the
Orb's
new
talking
emotes,
about.
Comp?
Qualls feather tokens. And like,
Yeah, I just forget
Hey,
which
yeah.
one.
yeah, I'm not certain. There's also the balloon pack, which you can levitate or featherfall with, but
I
it's only
forgot
Yeah,
about
one
the
that
use.
balloon pack.
So,
And then the air elemental's used up, and you have to go to a fucking
yeah, you
air
have to go to the
elemental temple.
plane of
Yeah.
elemental air to recharge it and
Oh
shit.
my god.
It's not the feather tokens. It was something else. Because the feather
Um,
tokens, they are all items and birds.
Feather 8 tokens.
Yeah, it's like I know there's a ring of Featherfall, but
That
if there's
was
not,
attunement, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, the ring is. I know the ring is attunement. It's like honestly for something like that casts it once. It's like I can make an item.
I definitely thought.
I'm kind of surprised there's not like an emergency parachute sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, anyone that flies would want that. So honestly, but the problem is because it's an item, you'd have to use it as an action.
Oh, here it is. It's not Qual's feather token. It's just the regular feather token.
Oh,
Okay. ADD. I think that's advanced. The second edition.
It's in the 5e.
Is it?
I found it through my items. Yeah, on my character.
Oh, here it is. Okay, Eberron. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, for some
it's-
reason, Qualls doesn't have it.
Yeah, it's like I knew it wasn't a Qualls, but
Yeah,
and the problem is it always likes to pull up Qualls feather tokens with that shit.
Yeah.
So
right.
I just realized I have the wrong Freya on this scene.
yeah, I noticed that too. So
How much
But you're out.
fly speed does Pegasus have? 40 foot, right?
I think it's 6. No, fly is 90.
Oh. Okay, so
If I
she's gonna
remember
have
right.
90. Wait, I think the horseshoes.
The
Add
horseshoes
30?
only affect ground speed, so it
Yeah.
adds 30. So she would
So-
run at 90 and
yeah.
fly at 90. She's a
Okay.
fast girl.
Yeah, that's really good.
And the nice thing about the tokens is it just automatically activates
Yeah,
if you fall 20 feet. So even if you get like
Yeah.
stunned or incapacitated.
that is really
Yeah.
nice.
So that's why I was double checking them, because if it's just a have to use, it's like, but if
Yeah.
it's an emergency parachute like this, yeah, that's useful. Let me
Yep.
try to feather.
I mean,
Okay, make sure it's in the shit. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's just how you have to make sure it's feather token feather fall.
Yeah.
how much are they?
Those ones are honestly very cheap. Those ones, he has a pile of those things because it is a safety thing, and he sells them for 50 gold each.
Okay. Then I'll get like 10 of them for 500.
Math works.
Quick question. For mounted combat, like I can like the lances just get bonuses. Everything else stays normal, right?
Correct. The
Okay.
lances, I believe, get bonuses when you charge.
Oh, okay.
So if you do a charge, I think you get advantage on the attack.
Okay.
Like I will double check real quick because I know there's something that the lance does that makes it special on
Hey, Brandon, how's it
combat.
Imagine it's
going?
like the strength save.
I think it was
otherwise they're
doing like
prone or something.
a D12 damage instead on mounted.
It does a D12. It came with more. Sorry, it wasn't benefits. It gave you penalties because if something's within 5 feet of you,
Oh.
you attack at disadvantage, and it always requires 2 hands to wield if you aren't mounted.
Ah, okay.
So mounting lets you wield it one-handed, and it gives you the reach.
Okay. The only thing I think I would still ask is of Yanners to if he can like also add to the horseshoes of Zephyr like 30 foot of extra flight speed.
You'd have to buy those first, and he's selling those
Yeah,
for
no,
30
I
grand.
paid, but oh, not the Zephyr, sorry, the speed.
Oh, I mean, okay, that's why I was confused. It's
Yeah,
like,
no,
you
I
didn't buy
forgot.
those ones.
No, yeah, I messed up.
Oh dear, I don't think I have anything for increasing movement speed. Let me take a look at a couple things. And you're wanting to add 30 feet of...
Yeah, like match the walk speed, but on flight too.
Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
Be a jet plane, not a goddamn Pegasus at that point.
How goes D&D? It's
So I
pretty
think-
fun.
Shit, at that point you'd be flying
town
at the
session.
speeds of the rocks. I think rocks move
rock.
120 feet. Okay, so that would be... And you want it all times, right? Not just a burst.
Yeah.
Uh,
Great power.
It's gonna be kind of pricey, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh dear, yeah. Using what I have in that thing to add 30 feet of movement on that, you're not gonna like the number.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, move speed is very expensive.
Oh, is that a billion?
That's 1,800,000
Okay.
K.
All right. I mean that I guess concludes that.
Yeah. Movement
Otherwise,
speed is something that's pretty damn expensive, it looks like.
what's the giant thing? That's my mount. Would it be possible to on the saddle for her to make it so that we can all ride her without like a weight penalty on her?
Not really, because not all of you can fit in that same square.
Once a
So
day,
you would
like
need
charge
a
of making her long, like like long dragon.
If you enlarged her with like a spell, she could carry more people. I think she could carry all 4 of you at that point. But if you're wanting an item to carry all of you, you need like, oh god, chicken face.
I guess, yeah, what if the saddle could cast like a couple days or times like a day enlarged person? Or enlarged
That would not be as expensive because I think that's a first level spell.
It's getting hilarious.
Oh lord.
Nugget can cast it.
Second level. Second level spell, so that would be... Keep closing my fucking calculator on accident. Be that. And, to cast it once a day, enlarge creature would be 8,000.
Okay, I'll go with once a day then. Why
Okay.
not? Is there anything else that
Orb
could...
can also cast it as well.
Okay. Yeah, but
I believe on his staff.
yeah.
So,
Is
no,
there
not create
anything...
monster, create item. No, I want to... God damn it. Go back. I don't want a monster. I just said I don't want a fucking monster, you stupid thing. Ugh.
There's no way to enlarge her even further, is there?
No, you
Okay.
can't stack enlargements. I am that, and I am not letting you have a gargantuan Pegasus flying around.
Fair.
Not without some real hard work.
I'm trying to
We're
think of what else would be useful when you do mounting and general things with companions and mounts. The only
Well,
other
to
thing
be
I could possibly think of is to like have the pack tactics, but then I would need it too.
yeah, I mean, you have to have pack tactics to benefit from the
Exactly.
advantages of pack tactics. So,
Yep.
and I don't think any of the greater steeds have the pack tactics anyway.
No, I don't think so.
No, and that's not really something you can get in an enchantment.
Does anyone know anything that might be useful for mounts or anything?
Being a cavalier,
Ashlardon Stride.
A flying chariot.
What stride?
Ashlardon?
What does that do?
It leaves like a fire trail behind, and you
Oh
I think,
god.
double your movement, maybe. But it's a spell.
Oh.
That was just kind of a
Wait,
joke.
the
But
billowing flames of dragon blast from your feet, granting you explosive speed for the duration. Your speed increases by 20 feet, and moving doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. When you
yeah,
move
you
within
basically
5
become jet
feet
powered.
of a creature or an object that isn't being worn or carried, it takes 1d6 fire damage. That's a what level? It's a 3rd level.
they're
That
actually a pretty good idea, but
I was gonna
it's
say,
kind of hard
would
to
that be a lot?
It's a
go
pretty
once a time.
entertaining spell for sure.
I guess that would technically be possible. I can put that on the horseshoes instead to not make them like.
Are we
The...
making fucking Freya into a battle chariot? Is that what we're doing? Are we playing Return to Avernus at this point? Gotta mount a ballista on her head?
Would that work on the horseshoes? And like the one is on the saddle, the enlarge, and then the horseshoes we put.
What was the spell you were wanting on the horseshoes?
Ashardilon's stride.
Oh, I mean, considering the
Oh,
horseshoes
I
don't.
have that.
Going.
I have that
Yeah.
memory.
That's where I got it
Oh
from.
my
I thought
God.
it.
Let me pull up the math.
I like a couple. How long does that last?
It
Probably a
lasts for a
minute.
minute.
That's not bad.
We can add it to the horseshoes for 12,000.
There you have it.
Yeah, sick.
All right, let me add the fucking
Yeah.
horseshoes.
I'll take that and the saddle.
Oh my,
Would like adding like 1 charge of Shield of Faith, would that be possible for her too?
give me a second.
I'm sorry.
God damn, I can't even start the thing. Hey, let's do this too. Let's calm down, one thing at a time, please.
Freya's gonna be hilarious. This is mostly just gonna be stupid. She's not gonna be that useful, but I don't care.
I mean, not in small spaces for sure, but
No.
goddamn, is she going to be a hell of a force to be reckoned with above ground?
The next upgrade I'm gonna have to get is like small down as well. But
Well, technically, a reduce and large can be either way, but it only lasts for like a minute.
oh, okay.
So, because it's the spell, it works either way. But I mean, you don't want her to suddenly rebigify inside a tiny tunnel.
Yeah, no.
All right. Add that. Charlotte Stride.
Right now we're in the city in a magic shop spending our cash.
Okay, we got that. Excellent. I forgot to share those last two, did
Yes.
Boop.
Flaming speed.
Well, you're basically doing a roadrunner, so.
Yeah.
And oh, I misspelt that one.
What's all this talk then? We're adding custom like enchantments to magic items. We're beefing up her at the moment.
Okay. That one.
Growing Cavalier.
Okay. Is there anything else I needed to share in that? No. Okay.
Can we add 2 lances to the sides of the saddle?
Yes. Normal lances. They do
Just-
not fire off like missiles like they were GI Joes.
Just when she's running, she's fucking skewering people. God.
Oh Lord. I mean, that's what she's turning into, basically. I love how that missile looks like a fucking something you'd see on an old '80s action figure.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I guess. No, this would be fucking hilarious, but I don't know if I should.
Oh my gosh, right?
How much more money do you have left to spend?
You gave me the hammer selling.
I know.
I just blew 20,000 on those 2 enchantments, so I'm still good for 80k.
Dear fucking God.
What's next? Are we gonna drop a new?
Well, I was
here?
thinking.
At this point, it's like,
Okay,
yeah,
no,
once
but-
a day her harness does nuclear yield fireball.
Nuclear fusion. But no, the only other thought I had was giving her like a helm of comprehend languages on her head.
I mean,
Pegasus is
you could
already
technically
understand
do that. She
everything.
already speaks like 4 languages.
She does. Like, how does that work? Like, if you have like a creature like that, could she technically use magic items if they're wearable, but not attunable, of course?
But if they're she doesn't have hands to use them. So if it's something
Yeah.
that wouldn't require a hand, I mean,
I was gonna say, like, if we slap
technically,
a ring or something on the antlers or something like that.
well, almost all rings are attunement.
Yeah, like, but if
But
like in case
I
they
would definitely rule no attunement items because she is technically a summon. She just does not have a duration.
Okay.
If you could make it make sense on how it would fit and stay on her, I might allow certain items.
Okay.
So like she can't use wands or anything like that because she can hold it in her mouth, but she can't say the activation word
Yeah,
while she's
exactly.
holding it.
That makes
You
perfect
know,
sense.
she can't use helms unless they're heavily, heavily modified to be horse armor helms.
Okay, because I was wondering, because magic helms often just transform to fit the wearer, right?
A humanoid wearer.
Okay.
So let's get that specific. Generally,
Yeah, yeah.
they will size up or down in the shape of a helm, not
Yeah, that
change
makes
the shape of the helm.
That's
So
fair and that makes sense.
just like most magical armor will generally shrink down or size up to a degree in the shape of said armor. So you couldn't take like your adamantine armor and slap it on Freya and call it a day.
Right.
So like certain rings, certain helms, certain magic items that may not require a command word or something to fire off, she's intelligent enough to use them.
Okay. So I was thinking that if we hook up like a ring, for example, on like her antlers and like
Mhm.
nudge it in there, like that wouldn't require attunement. Like as long as the ring is on there, like that would still count as part of her body, right?
Technically, even though Pegasus don't have them, I'm just
Yeah.
allowing it because
Yeah.
you know, this is your Freya.
Yeah, like
It
of
would
course
depend on the ring, of course.
I
'Cause
was
there's going to be a
gonna
lot of DM ruling on this, I feel.
yes, I was gonna ask for the ring of water walking because that's unattuned, and that's
Is
not
it? I
like
thought it was an attunement.
nope. Ryoko
Not a
uses
bad
it too.
idea.
Oh, is it?
Yep. That way we like that is also
She
possible.
can fly.
I know
Why do you need rings of water walking on your Pegasus
because
that
it's
can
funny.
fly?
It's funny.
Because he wants to turn it into a kelpie.
Because you can.
At
Yeah,
this point, just buy the horseshoes of the Zypher.
but they're so expensive.
Where?
No, but I'll think
How
on
much
that.
is a ring of water walking anyway? 2,000?
I was gonna say it's not much. I don't actually look for that now. I'll think on like something that we actually will apply to her. What we have right now is plenty.
Let me double check
No.
to see. Yeah, okay. I thought that was an attunement item. How fucked up. Yes, but you would have to take the time to carve her antler to make sure it was secure.
Okay.
And anytime she was unsummoned, you'd have to take that time again to re-equip said ring.
All right. Yeah. I'll consider anything else. Aiden's like done here for
Don't
now.
mind me. I'm testing things again.
Do test things.
Because Jesus Christ, you're turning your Pegasus into a goddamn traveling carnival.
Can we?
Yes, the name changed first. You have to check his. I put some things on her biography.
Oh God, the true old one, the abyss shakes her awake. I have no flaws. To merge the greater mind, to unite, to consume. Yeah, empty, just empty. Must fill. Nuggetism, nice.
Can we add?
So Nugget is now just the physical manifestation of Lem's hunger walking around.
Can we?
Pretty much.
Can we add tap dancing proficiency to the horseshoes?
Yes.
You keep it up, I will curse them with Ottoman's
No,
irresistible
but like,
jig.
listen, she could be like, I'm like a paladin. I perform.
You're a paladin, not a traveling performer.
But
That's something the board would ask for.
No, but I have an instrument. I perform too. I have
That's
proficiency in
great.
everything in it.
How do you think people would view this high and honorable paladin of Bahamut as his steed goes, I'm singing in the rain.
Well, no, she doesn't have to sing. She just has to tap dance, like in the back or something.
Okay, as the paladin sings it as the horse tap dances.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, fucking Bahamut fell lately, didn't he? Jeez.
We're also talking about that he is the queen's consort, which in a sense him performing on the street looks bad.
You could technically you could enchant her harness with something that makes her proficient in performance.
I'm dying.
But she will never be able to tap dance because she is a horse. But if you've seen like dancing horses, if you want like look up a clip from medieval times or Spanish dancing horses, she would be able to do stuff like that.
I'll think on it. Sorry, that's it for me for today.
Sticking a fucking top hat on her, getting a cane in her mouth.
I mean, why not?
Have Len be the backup dancer.
Yeah.
This is why DMs get aneurysms. You know that?
But it's funny.
Yes, but I have to do the math for it.
Okay.
I am still to the day that I will always offer. Once we ever done with this campaign, I want to do Nefero's errands with all of you. Like, I would love this.
Lord, were you still wanting a teleporting weapon?
I don't think there's anything I can really make worth more than a bow.
I mean,
unless I make the bow teleporting and throw that.
I mean, if you really want to, for some reason.
Would it be strength based then?
If it doesn't have attunement, you can just toss it to me,
and
then I toss it back to you.
No, but that's probably it for this.
Okay. Just well, Freya's definitely going to be the sparkliest girl on the block.
I was going to say, I'll throw the saddle right on her, and I'm going to visit a blacksmith real quick to check out how to add the horseshoes.
Fair enough. I mean, they'll shoe your... Mind you, they're... You know what? Because it is a fucking Pegasus, that's not something they get every day. They're willing to do it for free.
Okay.
Because that's good damn advertising. The only thing they want is to make sure that it's in sight of everyone in the street.
I'll ask them to show how they do it to me, just so I know it for future reference.
Yeah, he kind of, gives you a look of, okay, most people don't care, but yeah, he kind of walks you through the whole thing. You see how he, shaves the hoof with a file, cleans out the stuff on it, nails it on, everything. And the whole time, Freya's like, he's doing an excellent job. I barely felt it. Ooh, that tingles. Yes, do that again.
Oh, God.
For a horse, it's basically like a full manicure, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
Then he'll thank the blacksmith properly, and he will give him still like a couple, like he'll give him a gold for the help because he learned.
Yeah, he's totally okay with it. Like you said, he's already getting amazing advertisement because he's shoeing a fucking Pegasus. Nobody else on the block's done that. Hey nobles, I can shoe a fucking Pegasus. Think what I can do for your horse.
True.
Pimp my steed.
Otherwise,
God damn it! I just pictured Freya with lift kits.
He's gonna do one more detour to like the Temple of Bahamut here.
Okay.
And he's going to like ask where like you can put donations.
I mean, they have an alms box.
Yeah, okay. He'll just
So if it's more than what the alms box would hold, because it's a small one meant for, like
yeah,
normal
I'll
congregators.
ask for an actual person.
Well, they sort of realize, oh shit, big spender, and they call out one of the cardinals. So
It's a lot of coins, that's why.
I mean, because you're introduced to an elderly halfling.
Okay. Hello.
So he, good evening. I've heard you were a special donator. I see
Yes,
you're a follower of our gods, so
quite
undoubtedly
so.
you brought something a bit more um, differential to the alms box. Come to the back. We'll make sure it's confidential.
It's not
And
that amazing, but it's something that would not fit in the box, unfortunately.
he kind of pats you on the leg and goes, "Any gift to do good is exceptional."
All right.
And he walks you to a bit more of a secluded place in the back. I mean, it's still open to air. There's still plenty of acolytes running around and stuff like that, but it's not in the main hallway.
Yeah.
So what are you wishing to donate?
Um,
No heads, please. We already have enough of those.
no, not such. Like I have like a lot of extra silver and copper pieces lying around that I don't really keep track of. So I was thinking of just dropping a bunch of
Yeah, you
those
hold
off.
out the bags. He kind of claps a hand. A couple, innards come in, start carrying away. Count it well, book it, and make sure it gets to the proper channels.
All right.
And he holds his hands up and gives you a fairly long blessing, which isn't going to really affect you because it would give you advantage on saves for the rest of the day. But
Yeah.
you're going to be in town for a few days.
Yeah. I'll thank you very much for doing Bahamut a service.
Oh, well, is this his will to help those in need?
I'll see you around when we're back. Have a good day.
He bows. Bahamut be with you all.
You as well.
Which he deliberately goes out of his way to bless each one of you that is there, including the chicken.
Oh no.
When they're on the streets, like Aiden has like severe self-control issues and makes Freya enlarge.
Well, those aren't done yet, so.
Oh, I
He
thought
can't
that was.
fit.
Oh no, shit. We have to. Yeah, those were modified as well. I forgot.
Yeah, those are all modified.
I was like, oh, I
it's going to
bought
be a
those as
couple
base,
days
but yeah.
before all that stuff's done
Yeah.
because it's such a huge goddamn workload.
Yeah.
Honestly, with everything you just dumped on Yanners, it's going to be about 3 days for everything to get ready.
3
One whole day
days.
just for Borb's staff because that's stupidly delicate, and then just
Mhm.
another 2 days for everything else.
We could we know that the other party's here, and we have the thing for scrying.
We do. I mean,
Could
We got
it
a
is
couple
useful,
more
but
minutes before I'll need to hop off, so.
okay,
okay.
that would be useful, but I'd really not get as many people as possible involved. I mean, we can always
I
ask
mean,
them.
if you just want to borrow a scrying ball from Rax, it's not like you guys got to do a huge thing. That's just Aiden going to Ryoka going, hey, we need to borrow Rax's ball.
I don't know if he would like that though.
Well,
Maybe.
Ryoka would ask, so it's like, as long
True.
as I get it back, otherwise he'd hunt you down, because we
I
know
mean, Drax
Rax.
would probably still ask, like, why do you need my ball? But
Yeah. I mean, he's still going to be Rax about it, but I don't see him, like, outright denying you. The most I'd see is Rax going, okay, but I'm going to be there to make sure you don't break it.
yeah, basically.
So,
Mm,
if you want to, and I mean, there's plenty of people in town that can scry. I mean, fortune telling is a thing.
I was gonna say, would the Bahamut Church technically have someone for that too?
No, because it's an arcane spell.
Oh, okay.
So wizards and that sort of thing have it.
Actually,
If I remember, I think
Also,
it's an
just
arcane.
gonna say that Spluma and Drax can also offer a spell for Nephir's bottle if he wants something from them because they are here.
that's true.
So it is a little expensive because it is a 5th level spell, but it's not something out of your range of
I was
pain
gonna
at the moment
say,
for sure.
I have an idea that would technically provide like or help with that funds because I mean it makes sense. Like they already warned this like whole city before. He would ask for another audience with Fervorous if possible. Since they learned more about it and like he wants to reach in anyways.
Let me see if she is currently available. She is not
Maybe fanfares.
Fanfare is out, but Gornik is always in the castle.
Okay.
So that's just kind of his hangout.
So both of them are out right now?
Apparently, both of them are somehow engaged. They are not available
Okay.
for meetings.
If Gormik like shows himself, Aiden will just ask.
I mean, if you ask for him, you know how Gormik is.
True. Yeah, Aiden will ask for him because he knows about him already from the last
I
audience.
probably need to give him a. Yeah, I never gave him a token in this, but yeah, Gormik. Once you're, I need to speak to Gormik about something. Yep, he seems to materialize from behind the guard. Yes.
Would you happen to know when the queen or the king are back?
Which the guard drops his spear in panic. Unfortunately, they did not provide me with that information, but they should be back in the next day or so. Would you like to leave a message, or is it a bit more private?
On the guard. Sorry.
Well, it's not like he's shat his
Yeah,
pants. He's just,
I know.
where'd you come from?
But we would like to have a little bit of help about the message that we came about a few days past.
Oh, right. Please come in. We can discuss it.
All right.
And he leads you to a nice sitting room, which somehow already has tea and snacks set out.
Have you? I'll get straight to the point. Have you heard anything about the tunnel system below Silverfrost?
There are hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Those are very underground creatures.
Well, we got a lead on it or a tip from the man himself that something's going on in the tunnels below that.
Well, to be fair, with
Unfortunately,
the information I have, that only narrows it down to, and you can see him doing mental math in his head.
yeah, I would assume
About
way too
30.
many.
And we're not sure on our end if they're just goblin raids, if they're drow, if there's something else from the Underdark. And of course,
Now,
undead are fairly common even without outside influences.
yeah, I'm wondering if in confidentiality with the palace, you'd be able to arrange a potential scrying, which we have some orbs that belong to the person itself.
Oh, well, why didn't you lead with that?
Well,
You hear him shout something in Undercommon, which I think Lem speaks, correct? Yes.
Yes, she does.
So you understand what he's saying. He's calling for one of the underlings under him, one of the drow that had recruited, which comes running in and goes, we need you to cast scrying on these. And he nods.
I will tell him beforehand to beware that he might not see nice things, and I'll
Which
cast
he
something
kind of
on-
looks at you,
like
does the
this,
gesture of "Look at me, I'm a fucking drow."
yeah, but
So,
to-
which it can't be worse than what some of the matron mothers have done to us.
he'll put bless on him, and
He seems to be a little itchy at that, but doesn't complain.
Guidance.
I was gonna say just because I have, I'll put it on Vietnam as well.
You have an item from him, so good job on that. This guy is casting it, so
We'll
that
give him
pretty
like
much
the
cancels
name,
it.
like the name that we have, and like a general description too, just to make
Yeah,
it
I
He
easier.
doesn't
assume you do
know, but
that,
he's
but
just doing
he
it.
is still a
because I
second
didn't.
hand in that. So, but because you have something that he did have, it was a possession of his. It does kind of cancel that out. So, and then we got all these other things on him. So let me do the check. Oop, that's a D12. I want a D20. Thank you. And then it's what up? 2D4 additional. So roll this all at once. Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So he starts scrying, and the large silver basin he's using starts to fill up with an image, which you see a somewhat familiar sight.
Oh,
A bright purple top hat, matching purple outfit, but the face is different.
mm.
It looks like currently this face is everybody give me a perception because it is a little murky. It
Oh.
is sight based, Mlim.
Very even.
Neef. Neefro.
Nephro.
Neef. Not that we need it. Between these two, there's enough. So There we go. Borb and Mlem, you are pretty sure that the face that you see is actually a hobgoblin for some reason.
Yeah.
It's bright red. It's got that very distinct nose and facial features. You can't hear what it is doing currently. It's like kind of staticky. It keeps cutting in and out.
Okay.
Mm.
As you see the figure turn around, kind of cock his head to the side, smile and go, naughty, naughty, and poke towards the screen, and it goes out.
All
Yeah,
right.
he is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
It's probably not very easy.
Well, that and the roll was absolute shit.
Yeah.
Poor guy. He rolled a fucking 6
Yeah.
and a 1 and a 2 on your bonus dice.
Is anyone? I was gonna say, was there anything make outable from his location?
Unfortunately, it was for his location. You could tell there was a lot of raw, unworked stone. He was underground somewhere.
Okay.
But it was just him, apparently very happy about something, kind of partying to himself until he noticed the scrying orb.
Very interesting. We could ask Silverfrost themselves, since we have connections with those.
And you can always try scrying again later.
True, and we can ask them if they may know about some tunnels that have.
I mean, if you got
oddities.
Borb a scroll of scrying, it would be a much better chance because he's met him in person.
That's true. Do they also
So
have
the problem.
other
Go ahead.
people that can scry here, or is it just him?
Well, there's in the castle.
Hey,
That's the
bub,
one they have.
how's
on
it
hand.
going? The emotes are being
So they'd have
specific
to
really
hunt down the
well.
rest of them. They're all over the place.
Okay, yeah.
So
You
if you're wanting confidentiality, he would have to rest for a day to cast the spell again.
Okay, you guys wouldn't have a scroll of scrying around, would you?
Perhaps. But Lem, you hear him asking that guy, and he runs off. Let me see if they have one.
Especially the WUD. The WUD has
No,
was
they do
used
not
so
have one on
much
hand.
yesterday.
But given that this is kind of a thing of national importance, he writes something on a note and hands it to you and goes, "Take that to Ray Guy. He will give you what you need."
All right.
Which you see on the note, Ray Guy, this is Gornick. Give him the scroll.
All right. I guess we'll run over there real quick. So much cardio.
So you run over there. You know, he gives you a kind of a sour look when he sees that it's from Gornick, but which scroll is it?
Scrying.
So, here.
All right.
Please don't make a habit of this.
I'll certainly try. Let's go, like, where should we go to use that? Probably
Which, with
best
your
by Gornick
perception,
again.
Len, you hear him muttering something about, "Damn it, they know about my taxes," as you leave.
Oh God. I guess let's go. And,
Hey, they can't blame him. It's someone else made a mistake.
Yeah, that's true.
No one knows who. It's a mistake made in the palace. They can't really.
It's a mystery to everyone.
Yeah, it's a mistake in the palace, and they
So,
can't blame
and I'm
Ray Guy
guessing
on it.
you're wanting
Let's just go to
Orb
Gormic's
to
room.
try it now, yeah?
Yeah, and probably in the same room again with Gormick.
That's
Yeah.
fine. So they still have the basin, so
Once again, I mean, just in case something
So-
happens, I'll cast Bless on you.
okay. So you
Yeah.
know it well. You have a piece in his possession, so that's going to be a +9 to whatever you roll.
That's it.
Okay.
Do I have anything?
In
Nice.
addition to the
Fantastic.
blessing and the guidance and everything else.
Can I add meta magic to a scroll?
I do not think so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do not believe
You
meta magic.
are casting it, so it's
It's like
meta magic is something you can add to any spell
How are
that
you vibing today,
cast.
bub?
So it.
which spell are you wanting to cast? Out of questions,
Well, I
because I don't think
forgot
any
that
of them would
my
really help.
yeah. No, I was just curious. But if I had my staff, it might help, but not.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Meeb's right on that. It does not specify; it just says a spell. So As long as
Okay.
it's a scroll and not a magical item, you could meta magic.
All right. Okay. Seeing if there is anything else that gives me better. It doesn't really
The
look
only
like
thing
it.
that you have to basically be able to is to cast a spell. So if a sorcerer for some reason couldn't cast scrying, then you couldn't. But
Yeah.
Right.
So, but
Okay.
what
Well,
is your save? And we'll add those things to it.
my save is
17.
17. Yeah.
Plus 9. Go ahead and roll me those 2d4.
2d20s.
Add
Oh,
to it.
2d4.
Yeah, to add for it. So an additional 5. So,
Okay.
Jesus Christ, that's a save and a half. This time, it comes in a lot clearer, a lot faster. He's no longer dancing. He does seem to have a different face on, though.
Ah, yeah, okay. He's constantly shifting. Like he's.
This one seems to be a half-elf woman, by the looks of it.
Is there anything in his surroundings that looks notable or markable?
It does look like he's in some sort of crypt. Which,
Crypt.
do any of you speak Dwarvish?
No.
I do.
Oh,
You do.
Yeah.
You actually recognize that these things are nobles' tombs.
I
it's
just
back there.
kind of fucked this up. But yeah, a sorcerer cannot cast scry.
Ah,
Yeah.
need an
Bard,
Arcana check
cleric,
then.
druid, warlock, wizard, and then just some circles and stuff.
Really? Okay, I thought they
Yeah.
could. Okay, give me
I
that
just had to
Arcana
check
check then.
it. So.
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
Oh.
Well, never mind. You see nothing because the scroll does
I'm
not
so
activate.
sorry, but I had to check because I wasn't sure.
Because even with that +5 that you rolled from those things, nope, sorry.
Yeah.
But we're gonna call it there. We'll
Yeah,
figure out
that's
the
fine.
scrying issue next time.
I was gonna say we
And
can
I
always still
thought
ask
sorcerers should be
Silverfrost too.
able to.
Yeah, I
but
thought so too. I thought that was one of their spells, but I guess
no.
today we learned.
Yeah.
So
There
Oh,
isn't
well.
even a domain that would be able to take it. There is like a cleric domains and like some druids can do it as well. But what
Yeah, I
the
mean the druids kind of make sense for
yeah,
certain
but
circles, but
they can already do it.
yeah. Oh, well.
Paladin can do it. Oath of
Seriously?
Vengeance
Wait.
can do it.
Oh.
Oh,
Should,
Oath of Vengeance. Okay, yeah, it's like
oh, I am
previous
Watchers.
vengeance. I am
negotiating.
Yeah,
vengeance.
you are vengeance. That's why
So
I'm
I
kind
could.
of like
Should I have?
you could have done
I was
it.
gonna say. I mean, because
We'll
we.
have you try it next time because I mean,
Okay.
since
Yeah.
it will be in your spell list, I'll allow that it is a spell that you can cast
Okay,
later.
because I mean, if we knew that he had to roll for it, should we have just said that I
Yeah.
would have used it then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
Okay.
worry about it next
Yeah,
time.
next time.
So
That's
you
fine.
just roll
we know
next
it's
time and we
automatic.
give
We
the
just do it
things
off.
for you.
Yeah.
Right, we'll just go off your spell save and everything instead of his. So,
Mhm.
which is
Just to remember.
goddamn insanely high. So,
Yes.
all right, we're gonna cut it off there. And
Yep.
I've got to get going. So,
Yep.
Yep.
Thanks for playing.
no problem. Later,
Nice
guys.
that we
Have
Peace
got a
out.
game.
fun.
Bye bye.
Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night/day, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Peace out. Good night. See you later.